What's up, horror fam?
You know what time it is.
Let's get into this. One of these days, JT's gonna do that.
I'm never getting into it, man. Never getting into it. You're screwing me up with this new format.
It's been this way for a while now, and you still can't get it.
Well, you know. That's how I am.
Sometimes.
That's how I roll.
I'll blame it on dementia.
So as you can see, we have some new faces.
There's people in the house. There's people in
his house. Yeah, we've got a group here from Haunt Seekers United Nation is joining us in the studio tonight. Guys, why don't you introduce yourselves?
One by one, please.
I'm Matthew Tucker. I'm the president CEO of Haunt Seekers.
My name is Adam Hill. I'm the co-owner and / vice president of Haunt Seekers.
I'm Karina, and I'm secretary of Haunt Seekers.
Nice.
Sorry.
Ryan decided he didn't want to be in the video, so I'm here all by myself.
Every now and again, you'll see this.
You need to scoot your ass in here. Come on.
I like it.
Come on.
I don't want everybody to feel crowded.
Get your ass in here.
You'll see me every now and again. I'm going to do this right here with my mic.
Lean in.
When I talk, I'll be like,
Anyway.
anyways.
Yeah, welcome, guys. It's good to have you here.
Of course. You know. We've been talking to these guys for a while. 2 of them have been on the show, like, I think, 3 times, maybe? So. And then he's been on
2 times.
2 times.
2 times.
And
she's never been on once.
She's a new face. She's
a
a new
newbie.
face.
She's the FNG.
Yes, and she got to break in the new
girl.
We got it. We got a new mic, so she got to break it in, which is cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad
She's
that worked.
gonna break it all right.
I'm glad that worked.
She's gonna break it over your head.
I hope I don't break it.
It'd be all right. It's only $3.
Hey, we live large here in the Horror Chronicles
Amazon bins, man, they work. I mean, that's probably realistically that's probably like a $30 mic. I got it for $3. So there you go.
It's probably more than $30.
But anyways, yeah, we've been talking to Haunt Seekers for a while. They and some good news, good things, all good things are going on. And they're going to talk about some of their stuff that they got going on with haunts and other things like that, and let you guys know a little bit more about what they do and things like that. And I guess we can announce it that we are going to be partnering up with them, and we'll be able to do live shows at some of the haunts with them, and also they are going to be starting their own podcast, which is what?
Haunt Seekers Paranormal Podcast.
So Haunt Seekers Paranormal Podcast, and we are going to be helping out that. You might hear our voices on there every now and again,
from time to time,
and things like that. So that's awesome. I'll always like hearing, new when there's new paranormal podcasts and stuff going on. I like to hear about it. So you guys will be hearing that. We'll be promoting them on our page quite often, and for you guys, feel free to share our stuff. We'll, if you want to share something on our page, just go ahead and do that. In our community group and stuff, and so it's going to be a good time. But for now, why don't you guys? Oh, you got a surprise!
Oh, they got a surprise.
Yeah, if you guys want to pull up the website, we got something to show you.
Well,
we'll put the website up there.
We'll put a pic on there.
We're working on the program to where we actually have a program now to where we can do. It records the screen. We haven't tested it yet, so we'll figure it out.
We go all the way to the bottom.
Whoa!
All right. Keep scrolling.
Wait till you guys see this website, man. They really hooked us up.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Man, that's a long way to the bottom. Oh, look at that!
Nice.
The Horror Chronicles have made it onto a website.
Yes.
Hell yeah! Thanks, guys.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Dude, that looks so good too. I love it.
We're pretty happy to be partnering up with these guys. It's going to be a cool partnership, and
it's always nice to meet like-minded people, and not only that, but we all help each other, and that's what's cool. Everybody can feel comfortable and just do what you're doing and enjoy what you're doing, and that's what matters most. So thank you guys for partnering with us and stuff.
Yeah, no
And it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be awesome, and I
Looking
can't
forward
wait.
to it.
Still got to get you guys out there to do a couple of the
Oh yeah.
investigations with us too.
Yes, there's so much we want to do. I've been building on this for like 3 freaking years, and it's kind of a process. But you guys do your own thing. You know how it is building something for
Yeah.
so long that it's. But why don't you guys let everybody know what you do? Just start from the beginning of it or whatever.
So Haunt Seekers, we originated out of Tennessee. We started doing haunted house reviews in 2018, and I kind of put it on the back burner for 2 years. And then 2019 rolls around. I started hitting people up in the industry, haunt owners, on Haunters Hangout. It's like a page on Facebook, and it has over 42,000 haunters on it. So everybody's on it,
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's where he found me.
That's where I found Adam at. And just kind of snowballed into what it is in 2019. Honestly, it blew up as far as the haunt reviews goes. We went to 50 haunted houses
Yeah,
in 2019 alone.
that's crazy. Yeah, that's a lot.
Extremely overwhelming.
Yeah.
Tennessee alone was 25 haunted houses. I went to 20 myself
Wow.
that year. Each haunted house was comped. They
Nice.
didn't make us pay anything.
That's
We came
cool.
in.
Correct.
That's awesome.
So after the not the paranormal, sorry about that. After the haunt reviews, I met Matthew Garrett, which is my ex co-owner of Haunt Seekers. I'm going to speak very highly of him because he did do a lot for the company. He just ran into some kind of health issues, and we understand.
Oh yeah.
So unfortunately, we can't have him anymore because it's not benefiting the company,
That sucks, man, but it happens.
Yeah, but he helped us with the Paranormal Tour at Short Mountain Distillery. That's how we landed our headquarters of Billy Coppin, which is also the CEO of Haunt Seekers, Short Mountain. Sorry, I get mixed up. There's so many names.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't keep
you're
up with
good,
all the names. But we've been out there for 2 years now. We're actually going to be filing a dissolution on the property. We'll no longer have the LLC. We thought it'd be better to get it out now than wait.
Okay.
But we are still going to do tours on the property.
All right.
We're just no longer going to have our office there.
As far as the LLC goes, it will still be there. Actually, we were going to make that announcement earlier too. We're just moving it to Missouri, so
Yep.
the LLC will be out of Missouri now.
Oh
Nice.
sweet.
Yep.
Nice.
Sweet.
It makes it easier for us because we're closer. We can't always drive 500 miles to the office to do stuff. You know?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It can't happen, But back to the company part of it. So the Paranormal Tour went for 2 years, and having the office, we had people outside of Short Mountain Distillery very interested in what we was doing.
Okay.
From there, we've had so many people hit us up about having haunt seekers come in and set up tours. Even some of the bigger teams out there that I've never heard of, it's like they're wanting to become part of haunt seekers,
Nice.
And-
Nice.
And that's what's cool about the whole community, basically.
Yeah.
Everyone
yeah.
works together so much.
It's like para-unity pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
It's really cool.
Unity.
It's really
Yeah.
cool.
like that.
That actually would bring us into the new partnership on the group that's helping us out actually at Woodbury.
Yes. So actually, we do have another partnership that we have been talking about, and we've already done it. They are called Paranormal Adventures and Events,
Okay.
and they are also based out of Tennessee. They don't own any locations, but they do go set up tours at different locations. People can pay.
Oh yeah.
Come
Okay.
with 'em.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
So we actually have them over Short Mountain Distillery now.
Okay.
They're like the managers over that area.
Yes.
Yes, very good group.
Yeah, we enjoyed meeting them.
Big shout out to Greg. He's a great guy. I've known him for 2 years, and as soon as I stopped doing the tours at Short Mountain, I couldn't think of anyone better to do it for me because he
Okay.
has so much experience in that type of industry. Anybody who knows me from Haunt Seekers, I'm a haunt guy.
Right.
I'm not the paranormal guy. I'm the haunted house guy.
Right. Right. Okay.
Before I even started Haunt
Gotcha.
Seekers, I did haunted houses. It's. But yeah, we got him, and we also. What did Expo?
Well, I was going to say we also partnered with AMS as well.
Yeah. Also, this is in Maryville, Tennessee, about 200 miles away from Short Mountain Distillery. They have opened up for 2 years, I think now, and now we have the Paranormal Tour at their location.
That'll start
This year.
summer, correct, or this fall?
No, it'd be this fall.
This fall, yeah.
So those are going to be year round. Well, somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not just-
correct. Yeah, it'll be based off the bookings and stuff
Yeah.
like that, as far as if it's all year or what.
Awesome.
month or stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're currently talking to them about it. Like, we're trying to figure out a way to do it all year round, but with what they got out there is just not big enough to do a paranormal tour year round.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to do like we're gonna add like a they've got a 20 by 20 foot building that's made out of metal. It's not
Okay.
it's not fully ventilated or anything. We're just gonna use it as like a just we're gonna do like a seance room.
Nice.
But we're not actually gonna have like a Luigi board on the table in.
No, we're not doing that.
We plan to have like a glass ball. Yeah, we
I was
plan,
like, man, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we plan to have like a glass ball on the table. They can have their tarot cards read.
Oh,
There's
cool.
gonna be sound effects, fox shooting out. There's gonna be a TV on the wall that has our video. Things like
Dude,
that.
that sounds badass. Hell yeah.
And think about they was gonna use it for an escape room. And it's like, well, Matt, it's like, you want it? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So one thing we always want to remind people, though, is because I think it's been a little unclear on the website, which we're trying to fix, is when you do book these tours, it is, weather. If the weather's bad, guys, we're not going to open. So just
Oh yeah.
Right.
keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Definitely the Midwest.
Especially Tennessee.
Especially Tennessee.
Tennessee, yeah.
We got floodplains out there, especially at the property out there. So it's not.
We were driving back from AMS, and we hit rain, and then ice,
Yeah.
and then sleet, and then back
Yeah.
to rain, and
Sounds like Missouri.
it was rough.
Tennessee is a bitch of a state.
Yes, so is Missouri.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's all good stuff, though.
Yeah.
And that's what's cool. Whenever you guys came to us about a partnership thing, we've been really trying to push into that area of doing some different things some of his ideas, some of my ideas, and we're wanting to go with the podcast and stuff. And even now, like I'm wanting to do something like almost like a radio type station type thing, to where we
Yeah.
can. There's so much we can do now, and then if we partner with people, it's a lot easier.
Right.
And it's really cool, man, and it's fun to further everyone.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely. And it's funny, you talk about how you're not really the paranormal guy, you're the haunt guy.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of the same way.
Right.
We do paranormal stuff, but usually I'm in the background doing the research and,
Yeah.
different stuff like that.
Right.
And Ryan's the pretty face of the organization.
The face.
The face.
Face.
That you
face
cannot
runs
see.
The place.
Well, my face is this guy right here.
But no, we're into the paranormal investigations and stuff like that. But for me, it's always been about the haunt. I'm really big into theatrics and prop building and stuff like that. And in fact, whenever we get done with this, I'll show you some of the stuff I've built.
It's crazy
and
cool. It's really good.
Yeah.
So.
But
yeah, and that's what we're furthering too. So you guys be able to help us a lot with that.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And we're gonna be doing this haunted trail, which is really cool, man. I'm surprised. So my friend Bradley Wells, he owns a Mud Park, Backwoods Bash in Bell, and Bell, Missouri, and we do a haunted attraction. We've been doing it for like 4 years
this will
now.
be the fourth year.
This
yeah.
will be the fourth year. I've been out there every year since he started. I kind of helped him with it, and I've been there every year, and it's really cool. You'd be surprised because basically, people ride their side by sides and four wheelers through this trail, right? But we have it all set up with jump scares and actors and things like that,
Right.
and it's actually really cool because the added element of them having to focus on driving takes their eyes off of a lot of things. So it works
Right.
out great. So
Yeah, it's a cool setup that he's got out there, and it's kind of funny. Like Ryan said, he's worked out there for the past 3 years, and last year it was kind of towards the end of summer, so we couldn't make things work. But Bradley and Ryan both came to me and asked me. They said, "Hey, would you be interested in doing some prop building for us?" And Bradley basically said, "Look, I'll give you the reins. I'll buy the material. You come out there, and you'll basically be a director." So we're trying to get that set up.
pretty soon
for
we're actually
this
getting
year-
ready to
for
go
this year.
out there in this month. Sometime.
We're getting ready to go out there and survey the property and That way I've got a game plan. I know what needs to be done out there.
Pretty much what we're doing right now.
Yeah. So once we get that done, he has actually offered to make this the Backwoods Bash Trail Ride sponsored by the Horror Chronicles podcast.
Yeah.
So it's
So-
basically going to be our deal, but,
It's really cool. And that's another,
Yeah.
just one other partnership.
I think there's not very many podcasts that you see that does that. I mean,
right.
There's a few. There's one in Tennessee. It's called Tennessee Horror News, and they're getting ready to start a haunted house called the Haunted Hollow.
Okay.
Cool.
And it's like a big group of them. We used to work with TN Horror News. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna speak highly of them too because we used to work with them, but we kind of like I'm not gonna say we outgrown them, but I forgot.
Right.
Well, you get
At
so
any point.
busy. It's hard to remember It's hard.
Yeah,
to
I
remember.
forgot at a certain point. There's just so many people coming in. It's but they're great guys. They're good at what they do, and I do recommend them to anybody who wants to be on a podcast in the Tennessee area.
And for anyone that is listening, we do fall behind. We have so much going on in,
Yes.
in this episode. That's kind of what this is about, is just to explain, which is one of the reasons we've hired, or not hired, but have someone that's actually going to help us out. Karina's going to help us a little bit as far as catching up and making sure we're following our partners and doing things that they've asked us to do as well. Organizing it much that would be the
That's
best
the word
word
he was
for it.
looking
Yeah,
for.
that is the
You
word.
know
I'm
us
looking-
men, women are so much better at this.
Once I get through all my doom piles at home, we'll get on to this.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Yeah, and it's just really cool to be able to partnership with everybody. And we have a ton of our friends in the podcast world. We also have a ton of people who do they write books. We have very good D.A. Roberts. He writes amazing horror novels.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
there's just a lot of cool things out there for us to be able to do. So
Yeah, we actually met an author as part of Greg's team in Tennessee.
Yes.
J.B. Coates writes
cool.
Nice.
gargoyles.
Awesome.
Oh,
novels.
sweet.
So she's pretty good person to reach out to about this or books.
Yeah, I
novels,
mean,
and
yeah, for
such.
sure.
Yeah.
we like to interview everybody. So actually, what was the name of the podcast you just mentioned?
Also, okay, so we do have two other partnerships that we did not say yet. It was one we met up with your Expo. It's called Haunting You Podcast.
And that's a podcast that's following the start of a haunt from beginning to end,
Yep.
basically. And we
Cool.
talked with them for a
Nice.
while.
They're in Home Haunt.
Yeah, they're a home haunt. Yeah.
Yep.
Trying to become professional, or is becoming professional. That's
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah.
Also, we got, this is our biggest ones in Missouri right now, Artists United Network. These guys are absolutely phenomenal at what they do. Big shout out to Matt Schmidt and his team. They've been a big help to Haunt Seekers since we've been in the state.
The photos that you see of Marco and
Yes.
the other clown that we will be talking about here very shortly, and even our professional photos, it was because of Matt
Yep.
and Artists United Network.
Yes,
that was
sir.
taken.
We're not clowning around in here.
No, not that.
No clowning around in here.
No clowning around.
Little, just,
But
So you guys are starting a podcast.
yes.
So tell us about that.
So this is why I want to start it, honestly. We had a woman hit us up 5 months ago on our messenger chat for the Google Maps page, telling me that she got our number off Discovery Channel. I'm like,
How the hell did you get on Discovery Channel?
I'm like, okay. I'm
Still
like,
trying to figure that out.
I guess. She's like, would you guys be interested in having me on and talk about my experience with the paranormal? I'm like, yeah, if we had a podcast. I was like,
Send
get
them
back
our
to me
way.
get back to me in like 3 months. We'll
go.
talk
There
about
you
it. So that's kind of what generated the idea. And I talked to, Garrett, our ex-business partner. He started buying the equipment and everything. So that's where that's coming from. So
Awesome.
I really think it's going to be big because there's so many people who's had experiences with the paranormal.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
They would love
absolutely.
for everybody to know about it,
Yep. Yeah, that's on our show. On our show, of course, most of the horror fan that we have out there knows. We love talking. Like me and JT are paranormal guy. We love ghost
Yeah.
stories.
Right.
We love
Absolutely.
that stuff. And like we've had some of our own, but we've had quite a few people come on tell about stuff. We're doing Facebook Lives and people would talk to us on there, like type it up and stuff. But I try to tell everybody, and I understand some people are a little nervous to be on a show.
Yeah.
So, we tell them, hey, write us and we'll read your story off for you and you can be unanimous and we'll freaking,
Yeah.
for sure.
Or anonymous, unanimous.
Right.
Unanimous.
You'd be unanimous. It sounded smart.
One of the investigations we're planning on doing, hopefully this summer. I mean, we're pretty busy, but the plan is to do it this summer. Is we're going to go back to Octagon Hall in Kentucky.
Yes, I love that place.
Sweet. See, and we're going to be wanting to definitely do some freaking haunts and some investigations. Man, I used to have my own team and stuff back in the day.
We probably need to get with them and talk to them about the place. You've been getting a lot of. Can we even talk about that?
I will show them the stuff here after the show.
We'll talk about that
for
later.
now. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
All right. Yeah, it's one of those things we can't really let out of the bag right now. So
We understand.
we'll talk about you guys.
We've done an investigation that we can't talk about either, so we understand.
But yeah, that's super cool. So you're going to have guests on. They're going to come on. They're going to tell their paranormal stories and.
See, man, and everybody thinks this. I know, and people think, oh, well, there's a bunch of those. Yeah, but I listen to like all of them, so it doesn't matter. Like, there's room for everyone, and that's what's cool about the podcast world is that people understand that.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a competition. We can all help each other and have a good time doing it.
And each investigation, one of the things we've learned doing it for the last couple of years is just that it could sound like something that you've done before, but each time is different.
Yeah, it's unique every time.
Each time is something different that you notice, that a smell, a sound, how the.
I mean,
we definitely
reacting
noticed
to
some
people.
smells in this studio.
that's mainly JT. And that's even with the same haunts.
Yeah.
You know, like you go same place and get a different experience every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like I said, I used to have my own team a little bit. You know, it was just some friends we got together. We'd do stuff all the time, and I've caught some pretty crazy stuff. You know, some crazy shit. I can't. Have I said fuck yet?
Now you have.
You have, yeah. You have.
We need a fuck counter.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
You would set it off, that's for sure. That's for sure.
But yeah, it's these guys. I tell you what, pay attention to what's going on here. We're trying to.
Oh, sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. It's WrestleMania night.
I will shut this 120-inch screen off right now.
I think we were just. Is that? This
This is the Rollins fight.
Yeah, this is
We're
the
getting
one
ready
that
to
we
find
were
out who's
finding
gonna
out.
fight. Anyway, back to the paranormal.
I can't.
Ryan's done. He says.
Well, I mean, if it's Bray Wyatt, that's kind of demonic.
Kind of is.
But yeah, I mean, so you guys are moving to Missouri with it.
Yeah, the LLC is moving to Missouri.
The business itself. That's awesome,
Was it
dude.
him?
No,
No.
it's the American Nightmare.
All right.
So we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
You're about to see a fucking American Nightmare in just a minute.
I may have had one last night.
Dude, I've been dreaming about this for a long time.
Oh, Jesus. But anyways, no, that's awesome because then actually, are you guys going to be recording the podcast in Missouri, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that'll be a little bit easier.
Have you moved to Missouri?
It has not been determined yet.
Okay.
I'm going to see how this haunt does, and then I'll determine it when I see.
I guess we might as well talk about that now, shouldn't we?
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, go.
Oh, it
Yeah.
did slip out, didn't it?
Yeah, you just let it slip.
If you guys don't want to talk about
I can
it,
edit that out.
No, it's fine. It's
23
fine.
minutes
We
here.
got permission to go ahead and do it. So.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so we have partnered up with Artists United Network, who's helped out. Actually, before we got over here, we were grabbing some materials for what's going to be. We're planning to open a haunt this year in West Alton. That is the
Nice.
plan.
Nice.
We're not. We can't say 100% sure until we get out there and build.
Right.
But that
yeah.
is the plan.
sweet. And of
Awesome.
course, that's close enough to where we can get out there and do
skate
a
right
live
over there.
do a
Yeah.
live show.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
We just went to the Haunted America conference out there.
We'll give you guys the VIP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the very
immense.
In other words, I was gonna say Matthew.
That's
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Come on, bruh.
I'm gonna say Matthew will be the one that walks you through too. So watch yourself.
Yes. Hey,
I don't like being scared.
focus.
You don't like being scared.
You know what I mean?
I am
Is that why
focused.
he didn't go through the float?
I did go through the
Did
float.
you actually go through?
Yeah, we did go through the float.
Yeah, we
That-
actually
that
got.
was-
We actually got
Dude,
to.
that was fucking cool as shit, dude.
We actually got, and it is really cool.
Dude, it was so funny. Can I tell them about
No,
that?
you can't.
You gotta tell us now. What is it?
No, you cannot mention that ever again.
Okay, all right. It was fucking cool as hell. We had a good time.
Yeah, it actually was pretty cool. That was that, the Rising, and what's the other one? There's two of them down there. The Rising, and there's another one.
Is that the one owned by Matt Perrine?
Yeah,
That's what. Yeah,
The Rising.
I need to get out there and check that out.
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it was pretty good. I went down there year before last.
Is it the one that was in
Tanner
Licking?
took me down there.
No, I think it's.
Tan.
I can't remember where it's at now. But anyway, it's awesome. They got some really. That haunt was actually really cool, and then what they did with that haunted house was pretty cool.
At the float?
At the float.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed it all around this year.
It was
Man,
really
it was
cool.
way better.
They did-
way better.
Jeff and them, they worked really hard on it. I know they're working hard on it now. I ran into Jeff in Trans World, and I'm, still
Yeah.
talk with them.
Are you
and-
still part of that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So
Yeah, we got stuck in the freaking maze for about 35
Yeah, in
minutes.
the corn maze.
the corn maze.
But it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, shut up. Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Anyway. No, we had a good time.
but that's cool that- that's cool
Haunted
that-
House, West Alton. Do you have any idea what you're going to call that yet?
No rush.
No rush.
Don't announce something if you don't know.
They had told me a name, but I totally forgot about it.
I just
Alright.
can't say it correctly yet. So.
Cool.
I got you.
No, and so it's still kind of in the working process of
Okay.
everything. So we got the okay to tell everyone it's in the process of being done, but the plan would be to hopefully open it second to last weekend in September.
Nice.
Second to last weekend of September. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
And go through first week in November weekend. It'll only be open Fridays and Saturdays. So
Nice.
gotcha.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because it's been forever since I've been to like a bigger, like a big haunt. The last big one that was well known that I've been to was, and it was years ago, was the one up at Columbia,
Necropolis.
Necropolis.
Yeah.
That I went to that one, and it
Yeah,
was
that
it
is
was
a good
all
one.
right. It was all right. You know,
Are they still around?
I don't know. If,
I
don't
haven't
know if they're
heard.
still-
don't
I have
think
not heard the.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was hearing commercials for them last year.
Did you hear?
Yeah.
I know
Pretty
that
sure.
there's one out there, and I can't remember. It's like Fear. Something.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it is, but there is one out there in Columbia for sure.
Yeah, the darkness was always a big one for me. But I'm kind of partial to that one because one of my best friend's brother owns that place. So,
Yeah, we went through it on their Valentine's event. So
oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we enjoyed
Yeah.
the
Yeah, they
scenes
put on a
and-
good haunt.
Yeah,
I like the real haunted houses where you don't know if you're gonna get freaking possessed by a demon or not.
yeah.
yeah.
I look at her face.
The ones out in the middle of dead smack nowhere.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Trust me, we got a few of those.
I feel like we've been to a couple of those,
Yeah.
and we plan to go to a couple more. So there's that.
Well, plan on taking me with you.
Well,
Let's
let's
go.
get into
Let's go.
that.
Yeah,
Let's get into that.
So you haven't spoke very much. Why
Yeah.
don't you?
Come on, tell us a
Give you a
story.
spotlight.
You seem like
I was just letting the bosses talk.
You're not the boss of me.
well. You seem like you lit up when I talked about actual haunted houses. So is that kind of your bag that you like?
So I grew up with a mom who basically just vibed and watched alien stuff and like ghost story stuff and murder stuff and
Typical woman watching murder stuff.
So I mean, that's what I grew up watching too
We're
because
not
I was a
talking
kid.
oxygen here.
And I grew up in Virginia in the Shenandoah Valley, so a lot
nice.
of haunted, experiences and such. Lights down by the river that made no sense, by the lake that made no sense. It shouldn't have been there. Orbs, voices with no bodies, things like that. Just
Let's-
growing up in houses that I've been in. So
Let's make sure we make it known there was no LSD involved in any of these stories,
none.
or DMT.
No, none.
But no, me and JT both are big into the actual hauntings, and we love haunts, of course.
Yeah.
And that's fun. I love scaring the shit out of people.
Oh, yeah.
That's just one of my favorite things to do. I get in trouble all the time for doing
Fucking
that to
scares
people.
me every time he comes over here.
That's
my,
right.
My parents did jump scares when I was very little.
Yeah.
So I grew up with jump scares, and when I tried to do it to my sister, pass the torch, I got in trouble. So
Yeah, see, I scare shit out of my kid. I have my 8-year-old.
and my kid doesn't appreciate
We
me
were
very much. for that.
we were driving this. I was driving him to school the other day, and I scared the shit out of him. And he's kind of looked away from me, looking out the window, and he's holding his stomach. Turns like, "You made my stomach hurt, Dad."
My dad used to do that to me too all
My
the
job
time.
is done.
That's awesome.
No, they love it too. So that's what's cool. My kids are growing up to that stuff, and like my son's constantly asking me like, "What's a horror movie that I haven't watched yet that I can watch now?"
So my problem is my youngest daughter even now they try to scare me. My daughter actually rolled over the other night, looked at me and goes, "Daddy, I see you." Her eyes were closed.
I mean,
His daughter's extremely creepy.
you could have always had a child tell you stories about when they were in the womb, because mine did that
no,
for a
I
long
haven't had
time.
that.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, let me tell you, my son. We've talked about it on here. My youngest son. He, I believe he's quite attached, or not attached, but has the memory of a past life on him very well, because he's always talking about his little sister. He has no little sister, and even with my oldest, he'll be like, my oldest, like, we don't have a little sister. He'll be like, you don't have a little sister. I have a little sister, and then he'll be like, Dad, you're my favorite dad. I'm like, I'm your only dad. dude.
Joey says that. My youngest boy, he's always like, "Daddy, you're my favorite daddy." I'm like, what? Like,
That's what
like-
mom. My women.
I always
you
have to
talk
look
your
at my
mom,
wife.
or
Right,
what's
yeah.
going on
Yeah,
here?
same thing. That's exactly what I said. I said, "Do I need to talk to Sarah and a mom and find out like what's going on here?" Like, I know I'm gone a lot, but oh man.
Yeah, but no, he's like, you're my favorite dad. I'm like, I'm your only dad. He's like, no, but you're my favorite dad. And I'm like, well, so, and I don't know, he's just an old soul. You can tell, man.
Yeah.
He's been having conversations since he was like 3, like straight up conversations with you, to the point where you're like, how are you even talking to me like this?
Right. Yeah.
That's like we always say. There's nothing sweeter than a child's laughter, unless it's 2:00 in the morning and you don't have kids.
And it's my. Or you do have kids and it's your daughter and she's just
Scaring the shit
she's
out
like,
of you.
ha 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 ha. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you were a girl, but okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, that's cool, and we really love that, and that's something we were getting into too with our YouTube stuff. We want to do actual videos and GoPros and stuff, and do our own thing, with doing investigations. Like we talked about our friend D.A. Roberts. He writes horror novels and stuff, but he also does investigations into things, documentary type stuff, and he lives in Springfield, and he's wanting us to get together
Yeah,
with him.
he's actually. We've been talking to him about coming up here because have you guys heard about the Ozark Howler?
Yes.
Okay, so DA has been wanting to come up here and do a little investigation about the Ozark Howler.
I love cryptids.
Do
Yes.
you really?
So-
nice. You would love DA. DA is really big into cryptids. DA actually, and I'm gonna throw this out there. DA actually has a live show he does on Facebook. He does it like 2 or 3 days a week. It's called Ex Machina.
D.A. Ex Machina.
DA Ex Machina, and basically it's him talking with other people in the same paranormal field as him, and he's really big into cryptids. He actually has seen a lot of stuff himself.
Yeah, so I actually, one of my favorite shows that my mom always had on, of the variety of weird stuff that I watched, was the guy on Animal Planet or whatever, or Discovery or wherever he was. He would go hunting down all these cryptids. And he never found anything, but it was always just
The story.
and the adventure and the journey and the being able to hear for that stuff and plan for that stuff and the attempt to try to catch or at least see and that's what I like. And
So
I've always,
cool.
So have you heard of the Ozark Howler?
So I'm not native to Missouri.
Okay.
So check this out. You'll love this because you're about.
And you'll really shit when he gets into the story because
Well, the Ozark Howler is of course, it's a creature that people have seen around here. It's had a few different like examples of what of what it looks like, but it's like a giant dog, werewolf, freaking
Beast.
beast thing,
Shapeshifter or whatever. Yeah.
But what's really cool about it is, and one of the main reasons that DA wants to come down here is because you right now are sitting about
About a mile and a half.
about a mile and a half from the last time where it was spotted, and it was on. Was it Discovery Channel?
Yeah.
Discovery Channel.
Yeah,
They were out here. So you're
In
only
2017. So Ryan and I live about 3 miles away from each other. In 2017, there was an episode on Monsters and Mayhem or something
Monsters and Mayhem or
Monsters Among Us or something like
yeah.
that. But anyway, it was actually spotted in between our houses.
So I live that way. And
No, you live that way.
well, yes, that way.
And we're positive you weren't just sleepwalking to his house, right?
No, this wasn't
I didn't
us.
see it. Yeah.
No, it wasn't us.
It's a lot closer to
if
my
it would
house.
have been us, it would have been a much better episode.
Yeah, but it's a lot closer where my house is at. It's literally right in my almost in my backyard.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool, and he was coming out here to investigate that. So that's something that we could all
Yeah, and that's what we were
work
actually going
together
to tell
on.
you guys as well. Is we're actually we're getting to the point where we're not just doing paranormal.
Okay.
So we are actually going to be expanding into cryptics and everything as well.
Sweet.
Nice.
Shapeshifting.
Nice. Well, just so you guys know, right now you're sitting in about 200 or 300 acres worth of woods, and there's been some weird stuff around here,
and not just the people.
and not just me.
Again, I'm from the Appalachia.
My neighbor, on the other hand, no,
Yeah, that's awesome.
I've had some weird things go down at Short Mountain Distillery. There's times where I thought Bigfoot was on the property.
Squatch.
No, I don't think it was Billy.
no.
Sorry, Billy. We love you.
Now the gate locked.
What are your guys' thoughts on Bigfoot?
I believe him.
Well, Bigfoot was definitely a creature.
My family's claim to have several sightings of him growing up. Like some with red eyes that was 9 feet tall. So yeah, I mean, I definitely believe him. I want to see him for myself,
Well-
though.
I don't know if I want to get up and close and personal though.
I watched
You never know.
You can stay in the distance.
I watched the movie the other night on Peacock. It's a Bigfoot movie. I forgot what it's called, but this damn thing was ripping people apart, eating them, and there's bones everywhere. I was like, damn,
One of the best ones I've seen.
it was awesome.
One of the best movies I've seen Bigfoot wise was by Bobcat Goldthwait. He's a comedian. You guys know who Bobcat is, right? Bobcat Goldthwait. But he did a movie called Willow Creek.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
That's an awesome movie.
Have you guys seen the lost tapes that used to come on?
Yes.
You remember that Bigfoot one where that big hairy beast snatched that guy up in
Yep.
that camera? You remember that? They used to give me the creeps when I was little. Like I was like,
Well, see, so every Native American culture has an example
yeah,
of what Sasquatch is or Bigfoot, whatever.
right,
And
Sasquatch,
it
yeah.
definitely was an
Wendigo.
actual creature that had found bones of it, the Gigantopithecus.
yeah.
This is, at one point in time. Go ahead.
Not just Native Americans. You also have
Oh,
your
yeah.
Scandinavians, your
Yep.
Norwegians, and other
Right.
European countries that have different variations of the same creature. So this was definitely not,
Yeah.
solely an
Oh, yeah.
American
Oh,
occurrence.
absolutely.
Karina was
absolutely.
listening to a podcast while we were actually going to AMS that involved a town in Alaska that a creature was going through and ripping people. On.
The town's a ghost town.
Yeah.
Everyone moved out because everyone kept dying.
Wow.
It's something we would like to look into more. I know for sure.
Yeah, so it's a very dangerous venture, but it's.
I would love to come see it. Like,
I'll bring the gun. I'll bring the guns.
no, I love to
I got
come.
plenty.
You
my
and every
rifle,
other
this is my
person in
gun.
Alaska.
Exactly. Got,
Don't get me into that. Everybody's gonna see this.
no, but
No. We're all good.
I was gonna say anybody who knows me outside of Haunt Seekers knows what I do.
but yeah, it's cool. I'm definitely down. I know JT is, and we have, like I said, some other connections.
Yeah.
And they'd love to do some things like that. And it's a really good time. So,
We should form a Sasquatch team.
well,
We all
see
go
what's cool
together
about
and-
DA is he's got this thing together. It's called the Nightmare Hunter Project. And you guys would love him.
Yeah,
should
you
check
guys
him
need
out.
to check him out.
Talk with him.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Not giving up.
Pick his brain.
Oh, you can go. I'm sorry.
I just want to snuggle Mothman.
Oh,
I want to go there so bad. I have not
the
gone
harbinger
there.
of doom.
I want to go there so bad. Check it out.
So have you guys ever seen the Blair Witch Project?
Oh, yeah.
Up there in the woods. I want to go to Burkittsville.
Yeah.
I want to go in those woods. I don't want to disappear, but I want to see that cabin for myself.
We actually did an episode about
I'm absolutely obsessed with that movie. I love it. I could watch it over and over. I just love it.
Yeah, we did an episode on the Bell Witch.
Yeah, I love it, man.
So
Very
it's-
cool story.
There's a lot of cool ones, man. And
Oh,
Go ahead.
I got a story to tell you about that. So my business partner Dustin S. Paradise, he used to be the manager of Haunted Hill Nashville in Antioch, Tennessee. One day he was working like right across the road from the actual property of the Bell Witch. He said he almost caught on fire.
Oh my god.
hell yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I'll never go back there again, Matthew. Never again. I was
I'm
like,
that
don't do
guy.
it.
It's like they're like, you can't go down there if you do that. So such that's gonna happen. I'm like,
Yeah, he said.
let's try it out.
He said he almost got caught on fire. I was like, damn.
Hold my beer and watch this.
Yeah, I don't drink beer, but hold my water.
Right.
Bro,
Yeah.
that stuff I love. I like to. I listen to a lot of podcasts about cryptids and all kinds of other things, conspiracies, things like that. I
Yeah.
love all that. I'm a huge conspiracy theorist.
So, would you guys like to hear some of the things that I've encountered at Short Mountain Distillery since working there?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so one of those things.
Stop knocking on the walls when I'm trying to sleep, Matthew.
Well, look. So this is what happened. Okay, I was there by myself one night, and I was there just having fun watching a horror movie on my TV. So I fell asleep for like 3 hours, and I woke back up like 3 a.m., like right on the dot, and something was literally just on my door. I'm like, what the fuck? No one's on the property. It's 300 acres. I'm like,
Gates locked.
if I open this door, I'm gonna be gone forever. And I had a security camera out there. I was like, do I need to check the security cameras? I'm like, nah, I think I'm good.
Well, see, I thought he was, bullshitting me. I'm not gonna lie, because I've been there many times throughout the last few years and never ran into that issue.
Yeah.
The woods, where we do the tour and stuff. I've heard different things that we've all heard or encountered at some point. Shadows. We believe Elizabeth Patterson up on the hill.
Yeah.
Like we've all seen that. But we were trying to sleep, and my son was with us, my oldest boy, Nick. And we were sitting there trying to sleep, and me and Nick heard this on the side of the wall, but it was really loud, like someone was just sitting there banging on. I'm thinking it's him. I was like, Matthew, stop fucking with us. We're trying to go to sleep. Like,
I was sitting there snoring.
and so we're sitting there trying to, mess. We thought it was Matthew, and I'd say about 2:30 in the morning, I woke up. Because I don't know why I had woke up, but I woke up, and I'm sitting there, and I'm all of a sudden here on the wall, same noise we had heard earlier. Now I know that these two are snoring because they're right there by me, so I know they're sleeping.
Right.
And
But-
and then something falls on the roof.
There has been sightings on the property. That Billy Kaufman said there has been sightings of a big hairy beast on the property that's 9 feet tall. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But he said there's been sightings. It's out in the middle of nowhere. There's hills. I mean, it
Yeah,
could be very well
yeah.
possible.
And one of our tour guides, when her and I were out doing one of the tours, we actually had pulled people off the tour because we had heard something very heavy moving through
Yes.
the woods.
And you don't know if it's
Right, well, but
Yeah,
in the
you don't
mountains,
know
you didn't
what
know
it
if it was a mountain lion,
Exactly.
a bear. You
There's
didn't
mountain
know.
lions out there for sure.
Yeah, and
There's
so
mountain
we,
lions.
So we didn't know what it was, but by the time we went back out, you heard this really loud, like, growl.
Yep.
But it was not like that of a mountain lion or
That
bear.
was a not using antagonizing whatever it was.
We're not. Well, he wouldn't talk to me. I was getting pissed.
They got very. I think it was Bigfoot that was getting pissed at you, man.
Yeah, he could. Yeah.
You ever heard of two mountain lions fighting?
No.
oh yeah.
Oh, dude, it sounds just like my ex-wife bitching about the dishes.
Oh, there's another night I was out there by myself. I was working on the lights for the top of the office on the signage, and I heard like a girl scream in the woods, and I heard like chains rattling.
Yeah.
You guys might think I'm bullshitting you, but I was fully awake. I knew I heard it. Like
He was drunk. No.
I was not. I was never drunk at Short Mountain. I was always high.
Hey,
now.
the sad story is there's somebody that really did hear something like that in Lebanon, and it was a girl inside of a cage that
Yeah.
they wound up finding dead.
Yeah.
Wait, why is she in a cage? Somebody.
100%.
Yeah.
Murder.
100%.
Torture.
in Lebanon just happened. Like,
Not
what,
too long.
3 months ago?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
right before
yeah.
you moved
3
or
months,
come
4
down
months
to
ago?
Missouri. Actually,
That's some horror
like
movie.
December, wasn't it?
That's some horror movie shit right there.
Yeah.
No, it
Absolutely.
100% was. So the
Absolutely.
guy, there was two older men. One of them was a truck driver, and he would bring girls
In there, yeah.
in there and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, straight up, dude.
Wow.
It's crazy, man. That's why I carry constantly.
That's why we gotta be careful. That's why I got this guy with me all the time.
Yeah, there you go.
Or I got her with me. I got both of them with me.
You always got to remember, you only have to run faster than one other person.
Yeah.
They won't catch me. I'm a ninja.
Or just don't mess with me because
I'll jump
my
on
bullet
them
will
things,
probably move
so-
faster than you will anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck that.
They won't catch me unless they got a gun.
Yards
The one
and
that
give
falls
up.
first. Let's be honest.
They won't catch me unless they have a gun and they shoot me.
I'm pretty mean. They can catch me. It'll be okay. They won't keep me.
Yeah, they definitely ain't gonna catch me because I'll
I don't know if they keep JT either.
And I'll talk their heads off about haunted houses, so they probably won't keep me either. I'll sit there and
you
talk
want to
for
hear the most
hours.
annoying sound in the world. Just do it nonstop till they kick me the fuck out.
I don't think we can handle this guy anymore. Do we want to kill him?
But no, man, this is awesome. Yeah, so kind of wrap it up. You guys got.
We got a few more things tonight.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
I honestly would like to tell them the story too of actually how my process started with Haunt Seekers.
Yeah, go ahead. I got to pee. I'll be back.
No, not allowed, but okay.
We'll wait for you to get
Hey,
back.
there's a bottle over here.
We shall wait for you.
No, we don't have to wait for him.
Probably the announcements.
Yeah, announcements, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, guys.
So our biggest partnership of this year is Fear Expo, and it's a convention that was just established this last year.
Okay.
The owner of that is Doug Sheldon. He is also the owner of the haunt up in Michigan.
Okay. And where is that at?
Right.
Yeah, he owns 5 haunts.
Okay.
The expo is in Owensboro, Kentucky.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It'll be at the end of March, from March 26th. I
Yep.
think
Yep.
it'll be a whole week, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
We're in talks of very, very, very big things with that organization.
Okay.
There's talks about us coming on as board members to help run things. So we're going to be very affiliated with Fear Expo this year.
Okay.
We're going to be hanging banners up at our haunts, our tours. He's going to be doing the same in advance. He's going to be hanging banners at his places.
Nice.
We may have a few surprises as well. We're still working on a bunch of different things with that.
Yes, we got a lot going on with that. There's not any more partnerships, or is there, that we have to talk about?
I don't. No, not. Huh? Yeah. So.
Oh, let me.
Yeah,
this.
that's
Okay.
that's this is your.
So I got a very big announcement for Haunt Seekers. This is the first time I've ever done it. So we got 2 new icons for Haunt Seekers, Marco and Calamity the Clown.
Okay. Cool.
So Calamity is Marco's wife. Marco has been making. I mean, you guys have met Marco actually.
Mhm.
You've
Yeah.
met
Yes.
him at the Haunted Float. So
We got
he's
some
been
good
around.
pictures with him,
Yeah.
too.
I want to do a quick shout out because we have a couple guys that have been huge and with Marco especially of late. And one is Paul. How do you say his last name? Is it
Paul Harper.
Harper?
think that's right.
Sorry, Paul. I'm sure we're saying that wrong, but he made the original
Jesus,
Marco.
Paul. Come on. Have a name for now.
He made the original Marco mask that everyone sees now, but with his design, we are having the Fear Father, which is located in O'Fallon. They are creating a silicone version of it for me where the mouth will move and putting
Nice.
a little different detail on it that I want it as well. And so I wanted to give a shout out to them guys because they're huge in
Sweet.
what Marco's become.
Awesome.
There's a hammer being made as well by Fear Father for Marco as well. So
Hammer time.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
and then we introduce Calamity, who is Marco's wife, and we'll hand this over to Karina for that.
Your turn for that.
That's her.
Calamity is still an enigma of sorts, but we've got some pictures of Calamity. Got her look and image arranged, working on her background still a little bit, but her focus is more torture than murder, and
Nice.
That's Marco's thing is the murder.
and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I feel.
Sounds
Oh, yeah.
awesome. Sounds awesome.
So
Yeah,
that leading
definitely.
into that, we talk about the movie script that's being made as well.
Nope,
in the
I don't
process
want.
of-
I don't want to talk about.
So we're also
talk about
in the process of getting a movie made for Marco the Clown. I'm actually talking to a lot of directors in the area. I'm talking to Rick Prince. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he's very big in the industry as far as the directors go on things like that. I'm also talking to James Dean. He owns Monster Kid Productions in St. Louis.
Okay.
So he's going to be a possible guy we're going through.
Most of these guys are guys that we met because of United Artists United Network.
Yeah, again, a big shout out to Artists United Network, because if it was for them, we wouldn't be meeting these guys. It's all about connections, you know.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So yeah, we're doing that. Honestly, that wraps it up for this year. What we're doing. I mean, it's
We
You
have
got a lot going
we're going
on,
to the Midwest Haunters Convention in Chicago.
Dude, I
in
actually
June.
just looked at that the other
Oh,
day.
one more
and
thing.
was thinking about that.
One second.
you're good.
In June at the Midwest Hunters Convention, we will be there as Marco and Calamity, and I have designed stickers to give out as we see people there of Marco and Calamity. So if anyone sees us there, feel free
Yeah.
to ask for a sticker package. We'll have stickers of Marco Calamity, a Haunt Seeker sticker, and a business card.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All just, paper clipped together, ready to
And
hand
maybe a
out.
Horror Chronicles sticker.
Oh, maybe. We could
Yeah.
probably squeeze that in there.
That being said, Calamity and Marco, Marco's story has been being processed for a long time. I actually have more than what you see when you go into the Marco section of our page. That's written at home. It talks about a cousin. So we all know you guys know the cousin that was
Yes.
supposed to be that character. We
Yeah,
don't know if that's
yeah.
the case. That's why the name's not mentioned
Right.
currently.
Gotcha.
His wife actually was never. Now we have a name, but it was all written out, and now it's just trying to get it to a movie script and putting those names where they're
Sweet.
going to go.
Hell yeah. Dude, that sounds awesome.
And we also got one more announcement. I'm actually flying out to Massachusetts in June.
He's leaving
to-
us.
I'm gonna be looking at 5 properties that a guy I'm talking to right now wants to convert into paranormal tours. So I'm going up there to talk about that. So that's about it for this year that we have going on, as far as I know.
Things keep getting at it though, so I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Gonna be busy year. Busy year.
Yeah,
I'm sure
very
there's gonna
much.
be more added on to it. But I would like to tell you guys my story of how I got Haunt Seeker started, because I've never actually been on a podcast in person
No, just
other
on the
than the
phone.
Artists United Network. So this is how my story began. I obviously came from being a scare actor like everybody. Everybody has to start somewhere. I used to work for Arbtown Asylum in Woodbury, Tennessee. And they, it's basically, it's based on like an old hospital pretty much, like an old insane hospital. And my character was the burn victim. I had like a gown on, and I had a half face that was burnt. And it was pretty cool. It was like a silicone mask. It was heavy. I didn't like wearing it. Very sweaty. And they also gave me a cigar to smoke. Like when I looked at the customers, and I scared the shit out of the customers. Like I used to run out with my knee pads on, chase them through the hallways, and they would literally plunge into a fucking wall. That's how bad it was. I had one girl so scared one time. She made an excuse that she's gonna throw up.
Yeah. Awesome.
And I just sat there laughing on the walkie-talkie. I'm like, yeah, I got you. So I did that for 2 years, and the owner of that was Dana Chapman. She also owns Deadland Haunted Scream Park, which is located in Lebanon, Tennessee. I did that for 2 years, and I was the Big Bad Wolf. And anybody can look that up. I mean, that's where my story started out at. I was the Big Bad Wolf at Deadland. So when I left Deadland in 2017, I started doing my own haunts. It was called Slaughterman's Body Farm. That was located in White House, Tennessee. Then I moved it to my dad's property. We ran into a few issues with the codes department. Someone fell down, started causing some issues. We had, I didn't have as much knowledge as I did now.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to that, because I was 18 years old or 17 years old, so I was building shit. Like I was just happy to do it. I was putting my own money into it, So when that wasn't successful in 2017, I decided to help my dad on his dream, which was Thrill Seekers of Tennessee, and that was basically going to be what Haunt Seekers was. He has health issues, he couldn't do it, so I thought about it for 2 weeks. I was like, I can do something with this. I thought about it. Hunt Seekers of Tennessee. Took me 2 weeks, to think about it, and it was a good name. It's really unique. It stands out because Haunt Seekers. That can mean paranormal.
Yeah, they
haunted
can mean a
houses.
number of things.
Like we seek your haunts.
Yeah.
Like that's our slogan. We seek your haunts. And I put it on the back burner for 2 years when I met my ex. And I don't like bringing my ex into all this stuff, but it was a very big part of my life. That was a down part of my life.
Yeah.
I did not have confidence. I was down on myself that whole time, those 2 years. And when I finally decided to get my ass up and do something in my life, it finally started pushing it, and then it started getting, bigger. 2019 was the point to where I started seeing success with Haunt Seekers as far as the haunted house reviews goes. Like I said, we was going into 50 haunted houses. There was one haunted house in Tennessee called Beast House. I told the owner, I called him up. I was like, yeah, I'm from Haunt Seekers. We're coming down. He's like, oh, okay. And then, we got there. The guy literally comped us $300 in tickets.
Yeah.
I had 10 people with me.
Wow.
Literally 10 people. He did not have a problem as soon as he saw our website and what we was doing. So we did that. Like I said, we kept going to haunts, just kept building the list up. And then next thing you know, we have our headquarters, which was the LOC at Shore Mountain Distillery. Mm-hmm. It just kept building up. Like I said, guys, connections is what got us to where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Networking is our biggest thing. That's
Right.
We do need to make a quick thing. We had a lot of haunts that reached out to us last year that we did not make. We are in the process of fixing that. So if you were one of those, we just want to apologize personally, not just through a text message this way. It's out there and you guys seen it from us. So we do apologize. A lot of that's being fixed, especially with management changing and
Sometimes you get
too quick.
bigger than you thought you were going to get, quicker than you thought you were going to get.
Correct. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of happened with us as well.
Yeah.
With the podcast, like we jumped ahead a little bit than more than I thought we would.
This is
And
why.
JT.
This is why I need a secretary, because the Facebook page has well over 1,000 messages we have not seen yet.
Yeah,
people
see,
just coming.
so-
We were
through like
actually going
crazy.
through that yesterday. We're like,
yeah, there's-
sorry. So if you're one of those messages,
Yeah,
we
getting
apologize.
to it.
We're getting.
We're trying to fix everything. This year, our goal is 50 haunts. That's going to be our goal this year for October.
That means Missouri team be ready.
Yeah, you better be ready, guys, because I'm in town now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
man.
mean that's pretty much how we got started, and I'm very proud of me and my team and what we accomplished in the last 4 years. Adam is my main guy, so I pay a lot of respect to him. What he's done, he's stepped through it.
It's awesome.
We may want to kill each other.
Yeah, we want to kill each other. I'm gonna choke this guy sometimes, but I love him.
Welcome to our podcast.
Our world, motherfucker.
Yeah, welcome to our world.
I'm definitely happy to be joining the group. So, since I'm brand new.
Nice.
Hey, so are we. As of an hour ago.
We do have merchandise that we are working on. It will feature Marco Calamity as well. Some new things with all of our partners too.
Yep.
Shirts, hoodies, that type of thing.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, you guys partnered up with us, so like as soon as you figure it out, let us know.
Yeah.
We can put it on some of our stuff.
Yeah.
Put it on our page and whatnot.
Right.
And it's cool. And I'm happy to be part of everything.
Yeah.
And I definitely would like to be going on some investigations sometimes for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Definitely, man.
I love that shit. So that's
We'll get you on there. We gotta take Matt from Artists United Network too. We gotta make a believer out of him, is what he said.
yeah, I'm
so-
down.
Nice.
I'm down.
Nice.
I'm down.
I try to love it, but I mean, like I said, I'm a haunt guy. Paranormal's not exactly my
That's
thing.
it. Well,
but-
we both like paranormal, but he loves
Yeah.
haunts too.
Yeah.
So,
We're both pretty much the haunt guys. However, I probably have a lot more in the paranormal, and that's fine. That's
Yeah.
kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
how it works.
I'm much more cryptid paranormal than I am haunt. But I do enjoy that I will be acting this year. That'll be fun.
yeah. Well, we put teams together.
absolutely.
I mean, we got, like I said, there's a lot of cool things to be done. So,
Yeah.
guys, look forward. Anything else you guys want to mention real quick before we end it?
Shout out to our partners again.
Shout out to all of our partners for Expo, Artists United Network, Haunting You Podcast, Shore Mountain Distillery, AMS Haunted Attractions, Audio Zombie. I'm sure we're forgetting some. There's a lot of them.
The Horror Chronicles
Chronicles.
podcast.
Podcast. Also our biggest paranormal organization that's teamed up with us, Paranormal Adventures and Events. And Mice Creation Haunted Attraction and Deadland Haunted Woods. I'm very upset that I forgot about them.
That's a lot to
That's
remember.
awesome,
lot to
man.
remember, but that's awesome, guys. So, again, thanks for making us a partnership with you guys because
Yeah.
we're excited about that. A lot of good things to be done in the making, so
Yeah.
we're pretty excited. Excited about the new haunt and what the future may bring.
Absolutely.
All right,
be a good
guys.
year.
That is the show. Once again, we thank Haunt Seekers for being here and making us partnership. And more importantly, as always, until next time, keep it creepy.